Today, I'd like to talk to you about how to join a Zoom meeting. You probably already have a meeting invitation. It will look something like this. At the very least, you have the Join Zoom meeting link. That link will look just like this. To get started, click on the Zoom meeting link. You'll want to do this about 5 or 10 minutes before your class actually starts, so that way you have a chance to get ready. Click on the link. And if you've never opened Zoom before, you will need to install it on your computer. This installation process will look a little bit different if you're using a Windows PC, an Apple computer, or a Chromebook, but it follows similar steps in that you need to install the Zoom application before you actually join the meeting. Here, it was supposed to download a Zoom file onto my computer, but I didn't see anything download. So I'm going to click the download and run Zoom button. There we go. Now I can see that I have Zoom in my downloads folder. I'm going to click the button to install it, and then click run when prompted. This is installing Zoom on my computer. In the future, when I click on the meeting link, it will just open Zoom by itself. But since it's the first time we're using Zoom, we have to install it on our computer. That's pretty much it. Now I'm going to wait for the class teacher or the host of the meeting to start the meeting. Look, the meeting's been started. It's asking me to join my call with audio. I'm going to click join with computer audio. This way the other people on the call can hear me. You can also see my face now. On the left-hand side on the bottom, you can see that we have a couple different options. You can mute your audio so that way people can't hear you. This is really helpful because sometimes when a lot of people are talking or when someone has their speaker turned up really high, it's hard to hear what the teacher is trying to say. So I'm going to click on the mute button, and now I see a red strike through mute. Now I've been told that I'm muted and the other people can't hear me, but I can still hear them. I can also stop my video by clicking on the stop video button, and it will just show a picture of my face. When I want to start the video again, I just click on the start video button. I should remember that I want to unmute if I want the people on the other end of the Zoom meeting to hear me. I click the button again and I've become unmuted. Now, a couple things to realize when you're in a Zoom meeting where your video is turned on. You want to make sure that you're in a well-lit space and that there's not a lot of things going on behind you. So if you're in the middle of if your parents are in the middle of cooking dinner and you're sitting in the kitchen and there's a whole bunch of pots and pans behind you, that's probably not the best place. That's because people will be able to hear you and they'll be distracted by all of the things that are going on behind you. If only they could smell the delicious dinner your parents are making, but they just haven't figured that out yet. You also want to make sure that your camera is positioned in the right place. So if I was really close to my camera like that, I would look really silly. If I was really far away, it'd be really hard to hear me, and it would also be kind of hard to see me. So you want to make sure that you're right in the middle. You're not too close, you're not too far, you're just in the right amount of space away from your camera. Okay, so that's really all you need to know: how to join a Zoom meeting, how to make sure that you remember how to mute, and how to stop your video and then turn it back on. Okay, always remember to mute when you don't want the other people on the call to hear you. Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to email support, and we can't wait to see all of you soon.